Hey guys, welcome to the RevitKid.com. So today I'm just going to show you a quick little tip about walls and bricks and sort of returning into windows and ends. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place a architectural wall, and this is just the default architectural template in Revit 2013, and I'm going to do a brick on, brick on CMU. So rather than getting into the nitty-gritty of the windows and the details, all I'm going to do is I'm going to place a window in here. Let's put a couple windows. And the question that came into me was about returning this brick and how it wraps. So if I set this wall now under Edit Properties, sorry, I have two screens, so it's flying over. Edit Properties, I go into the deeper into the properties, and where it says brick and it wraps, I'm gonna set on the bottom here. There's at insert, it says do not wrap, and at ends none. So I'm gonna say the exterior is gonna wrap. And here, let's just say I want the brick to wrap, but I don't want any of these to wrap. So I want the brick to end at the CMU. So I'm going to remove these check marks, click OK, apply, and OK. And now you can see what the brick did. The brick returned, and it flew all the way past here. Now the question was, well, how can I change where that returns? Now if you see, as I flip this window, the brick return is changing. But let's just say that I want this brick to always be at the core of this wall. So if this wall is created with the core being the CMU, the brick will always return to the CMU regardless of its orientation. And in order to do that, we need to edit the window family. If I go to click the window, I say Edit Family. I'm in the Family Editor for this window. And then I'm going to go to my floor plan view. And now what's important here is this reference plane in the middle of the window called Closure. If you see as I select it in the right hand corner here, it says Closure. That's going to be our reference plane that sort of drives where the brick wraps to. And what I'm going to do here is a little unconventional, and I'm not going to fix the window per se. I'm just going to sort of tweak with the reference plane so you see what it does. I'm not going to take the time to tweak the window. You guys can do that. But I am going to move this reference plane. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is the trick, is to edit the basic wall that's in this family. So if I edit it and I add a category outside of the core structure, let's just say I call it finish for now. This one I'll call structure. Doesn't really matter, I don't think, for that one, but I think that what matters is that it's outside the core boundary. So the function doesn't necessarily matter, but I'm just going to do this for the sake of argument. I'm going to give these thicknesses, let's just say 2 inches, 2 inches. So now our wall has a core and it has two finishes. So I'm going to click OK and OK. Now, if I change this to fine, actually let me change the scale so you can read it a little better. What is this thing at? Okay. So you can see when I click this wall, there's actually two lines now representing the core and the finishes. So if I was to take this closure reference plane, first if I can align it, so I'm going to use the align command. I'm going to tab until I hit the edge of the core, and then I'm going to tag that reference plane. It's going to tell me all this constraint stuff. For now, I'm going to say remove constraints. I'm not going to worry about it. To fix the window, to fix the actual window, you're going to have to check and see what it's breaking. But for now, I'm just aligning that reference plane for the sake of argument, and I'm locking it, as you can see. So now, if I bring this window back in, I load override, you're going to see it move. You can see it moves there. And now you can see, no matter what I do with this window as far as flipping, the brick is returning correctly. As far as editing the window, I know you don't necessarily want that fixed to there. What I would suggest doing, and instead of fixing it to it, is let's undo this. Go back to where it was. What I would do is I would create a dimension, whether you're normally offsetting inside or outside, either a dimension or a reference plane, where you dimension from the core to that reference plane. But of course you have to check to see what else is locking, because there will be other things locking it. Actually, let me check. Yeah. And then I would give this a parameter so that you can actually offset from the core boundary. This way your brick's always returning right, but you have the power to offset the window. I hope this tip helps a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys soon.